right, we'd like to welcome everybody out to the Painted Marlin right here at Jim's Pier, beautiful South Padre Island, Texas. Wow, what a great afternoon for some redfish. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching us on the Elite Redfish Series social pages. We appreciate everyone. This is day 2 of the 2022 National Championship presented by Tidewater Boats, Yamaha Outboards, McLean Trailers, Frog Talks, Berkeley Fishing, and of course, visit South Padre Island. My name is Pat Malone. Day 2, we've got one more to go after this. I'm your host for this entire weekend, and folks, we have got a lot of money and prizes to give out. Can you believe that these guys are battling it out for 2 brand new 22-foot Tidewaters with a 200 Yamaha tandem axle McLean trailers, and we're cutting down. Today we're down to 6. Yesterday we started at like 187 teams or something. So anyway, so it's going to be an exciting time. It's going to go pretty quick, and then tomorrow, the final day of the 2022 National Championship, and we will be joined by the kayak division shortly after the weigh-in of the solo tour anglers. Then we're going to come in here 60 strong with the kayak division. So it's going to be an exciting time, and we're ready to get everything started right here. We've got the fish measured up. For the second day in a row, not a single dead fish has been brought to the stage, and we appreciate the guys for not only catching really good fish, but for keeping them alive so they can be caught again. So with that, we're ready for our first pro. If he's ready to come, let's get him up, get him dry, get him in the bag. It looks like we're going to carry on a tradition that we started yesterday. I once again would like to remind the first angler to weigh in. He's going to have the daily big limit once he leaves the stage. So it's a lot of fun. Thank you so much again to the fine folks at South Padre Island. Man, what a great time we've had. The best food. I'm just telling you, the friendly, fun. It's just been so many good F's in there, you know. It's beach. Starts with a B. That's not really an F. But it's been a really good time, and we're ready for our first angler, the Spotted Addiction Pro, Mr. Gary Marino. Come on, put your hands together for him. What's up, big guy? How are you doing? You need 361 to take the lead. You feel decently confident?
It's going to be close.
Maybe I can tie. What's the tiebreaker, Pat? Here we go. You got.
I started in the negative.
I know. You were the first one to weigh, and you still didn't take the lead. Hey, you got 2 or 3?
I have 2.
I know they're all alive, and I'm so glad that you didn't say 3 because I've got a bet with somebody off the side of the stage. 2 fish, 2 alive, 807. 807, get them up. Let's get a picture. Wait till you see what I do in Photoshop. Everybody wonders. His scales are off. Those are at least 12 pounds apiece. I'll hook you up, brother. Let's get out there and get a picture. And you are in the lead with 1544. 1544. Today, of course.
The little guy can make them look big.
And they're always feisty.
Yes.
These fish all have short man syndrome. They just want to be the most noisy. Take your time. We have got plenty, brother. There we go. Did he bite you back? There we go. Y'all can put your hands together and make some noise. One of the tour favorites for sure. Gary Marino. Just walk right off there and throw him in. We'll stall him. We will stall him. Get ready. We'll stall him. It ain't over. Hey, get ready, Joey. Get ready to be facing that way. Come here. Oh, you got one trying to get an early exit. There we go. You got him straightened out. Come on up here, son. Mr. Gary Marino. There we go. Joey. All I can do is tell him to get ready. Joey, won't you come up here on stage? Some things are just worth getting right. Come on up. Won't you come up here? Okay, then I will. Come here, Gary. Come here. Come here, son. Y'all need to come up here. There's the cameras. You need to stand right there. You need to turn around and show everybody watching at home who you're cheering for because they may not know. All right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Gary Marino.
I love it.
That's awesome stuff. We love that. I don't know why I grabbed my phone. For once, I didn't use it. Come here. Let's talk about your day now. You had a good limit yesterday. Had a good solid fish, but you just haven't found those big ones. Did you get to see them again today? They just didn't bite. They bite and come off. Tell everybody watching the story.
You know, I had a game plan going today, and I had a storm kind of pop up. So I said, I'm going to let it pass. And as it passed, I stopped. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and go chase big fish today because I knew I had some ground to make up. So I didn't go to where I started yesterday where I put 3 fish in the box very quickly. You know, I should have done that, and I didn't. I said, I'm swinging for the fence. I found really good fish. I mean, I should have been 22, 24 pounds, easy. Had two come off right at hook set, and probably another 10 fish that all refused to eat. And I struggled, and I saw a lot of other fish, and I was like, they're legal, but why waste my time? Yeah. And I never pitched at them, and I came back with 2 instead of 3.
Well, you know, there's one thing about me and you that we're so totally different than Redfish. We are never going to refuse to eat, right?
No lie, as you can tell, I love to eat.
Yeah, we got to make sure we eat. Hey, you got your family here. I know that means a lot to you. Won't you say hello to anybody? Might still be back home in Baytown watching, and thank some of your sponsors.
Yes, sir. I want to thank my family back home in Beeville. Thank all my sponsors.
Oh, sit down.
And, of course, my family that drove all the way last night and got here at 1 o'clock in the morning just to see me today.
That's some unbelievable stuff. Gary, thank you so much. You've been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing what you bring in tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Gary Marino from Baytown, Texas. One more time, South Padre. Really? Hey, tell the guy in the purple he don't have to raise his shirt. It's not that kind of an event. No, I'm teasing. He's looking behind him. That's maroon? Is that better? I'm so sorry. Hey, thank you for having fun with us. We love it. We really do. Oh, my goodness. Good times out here. Hey, when they was in Kima, we were set up in the round. We had scallywags on one side, and then we had the voodoo hut on the other side. And when this group would get to going out there, it was so loud, echoing back and forth. I had the best time ever, and we're so glad to have them back again. All right, that was Baytown, Texas. Now we're going all the way over to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Your Sport Trail Trailer and Mamba Boats Pro, Mr. Bo Favre. Come on, make some noise for Bo, y'all. All right, brother, you got 3 of them today?
Only two.
Only 2. Boy, tough conditions. Something's got to break out here because I know you're seeing fish. They just ain't biting again?
They're not biting. I didn't see as many today, but, man, the last 30 minutes I found some big ones. And I had a big one on right there at the end. He come off, and bad things were said.
It was not good grammar on my boat. Well, let's get them weighed up and get them over in the Berkeley Baits Live Redfish Experience tank so they can start to recover. 2 fish, 2 alive, Bo Favre, 912. 912. Get them up another 3.5, 4.5 pound average. Man, that's tough fishing coming off of what you had yesterday with that 1534, something like that, somewhere in there. 912. Get out there, Bo. Let's get a good picture. You know how to do it. All right, there you go. Come on, Marino gang. You can make noise for somebody else. Hey, get my Sharpie. I want to draw his face on that real fast. Oh, my goodness. Man, boy, it turned tough out here. But, you know, we got so many little fronts and pop-up fronts, and I'm no meteorologist or anything, but I know that's got to affect barometric pressure and different things like that. But what was the you saw something at the end. Now, is that something now your brain's now spinning? You're like, man, I know where I'm starting tomorrow, or was it kind of a flukish thing there?
I'm definitely going to start there tomorrow, but, I mean, them fish could be anywhere. They're moving up and down this canal, and, I mean, you can go down one bank and see 30 or 40, and you're like, all right, I ain't seen any in 20 minutes. We'll move. And you just go try another random spot, and they're there again. I mean, it's just there. I don't know why they're in certain areas. Yeah, it all looks the same.
It's just totally different, and it's really challenged you guys. That's what's great about South Padre. It literally is anybody's event. There's nobody going to come down here and figure these fish out in 2 days.
Right, yeah. I'd like to come spend a good week down here one day. I know, like, I've never been south of here. I have no idea what it looks like. I just always keep going back to the only thing I know because I don't have time to come learn it.
Yeah, I know. Got here Wednesday with no practice, and it's like I said, what are you going to do? I'm going to go make my old milk run and just hope the fish show up there. I know Angie and the kids are watching and all that, and you got some great sponsors. Let's talk about that for a few minutes.
Yeah, Angie and Savannah, they at home. Love y'all. All the guys at work, appreciate y'all. They getting off ready for the weekend. Man, it did a fantastic job again, that Mamba boat. I thought I was going to be a little cutting it closer than I was coming back. So I was running 58, 59 the whole way back, and coming from the cut to Ports Mansfield, it's pretty dang choppy. It ate it up. It's great ride. So Mamba boats, Sport Trail trailers, JH Custom Rides, Abu Garcia Revos. I love them Revos. Berkeley Baits, Boathouse, Torch Eyewear. That's about it.
Well, I tell you what, I got you in trouble yesterday because I was up here running my mouth, and you were being serious, and I was having some fun, and you said, man, that boat wants to go. We have a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit for our solo tour anglers, and you somebody was up there hitting at 58, hitting at 59, and then I came in and I said 61, 62, and somebody said, Bo said, I said, I got to be careful how much I mess around with this stuff. I guess our voices sound a lot alike, but I know one thing's for sure. When you get a good ride, and now that thing's been so consistent all year for you too. Knock on wood, no breakdowns, everything's ran really good, and that's got to be a big plus just to get to go out there and fish and focus on fishing and not your equipment.
Yeah, knock on something for sure. Love the boat, great boat, but it is a boat, and stuff happens. I mean, you could take the same trail you took just now when I came back in the morning and knock the lower units, move off. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we know you're going to put forth a great effort. Day 3 is going to be a fun time. Mr. Bo Favre, all the way from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Coming up next, we're going to bring you from Winnie, Texas, Mr. Tony Viator, Stingery Restaurant and Marina Pro. Y'all put your hands together and make him feel welcome, please. I know I've already asked you. No, it was 3 because we got a bet go. Oh, man, come on, double digits. Come on, don't look over there to your left now. Don't look over there to your left. Come on. He said under 10. I told him he's got $1,000. I said, if you can weigh in, he said it's going to be under 10. I said $1,000. Please, Lord. No, we got to get a wee weigh. Hold on. You can't have 3 Texas redfish be under 1,000. Hold on, we're going to do a reweigh. Hold on, what was that? That was 935 officially.
3/4 of a pound out of that.
Hold on a second. This is my new weight calling position.
Take that weight right there.
Okay, now he went to 59 pounds. So get him up, gosh, dog it, another $1,000 out the old pocket. That's okay. We'll take it off next year. grab your 3 biggest ones.
Yeah. That's not going to be hard, though.
How can you get 3 fish and be under 10 pounds, Tony? You see, I know what you did. I told you that $1,000, and you was over there on the side. He's over there at the tank pulling bait out of their stomach. He's got his little syringe over there. He said, I can get this thing down under. That's the 2 you want to show? All right, get them out there. Bo, will you help us again? Thank you, buddy. There we go. Y'all put your hands together now. That's $1,000 worth of fish. Good Lord, son. Put him right back in there. Mr. Bo will take care of him. You're awesome to help us out. Thank you so much. All right, let me lock you in. You sure you don't want a reweigh?
Nope.
I'll give you a reweigh if you want one now. I want 1,000. You want? Hold on, y'all.
That might pay for the repairs on
5. We're going to be here for a little bit. If y'all want to take a commercial break, we're going to be 6. And that's dollars, not hundreds. Hey, man, again, story of this week so far. Struggle, short fish, little fish, and then fish that turn it loose. What was the story today, Tony?
Lots of fish. I was actually fishing the same area with Bo and Mark are fishing. And well, in fact, me and Mark were like 400 yards apart most of the morning. And there's lots of fish there. Most of them won't eat. I caught one over, about 29 and a half inch fish. And other than that, that's the 3 keepers I caught. I caught 4 or 5 just under 20 inches, and that was it.
Anything ever on that you're like, okay, now this is pulling some drag. This is giving me a little tug. Nothing at all the whole day.
All day. All them little fish. Right there, about 30 minutes before I left, there was a tugboat came by, and I thought, well, this is either going to be good or bad. I'll stir it up to make some fish move. And right after it came through, I started having schools of little fish pop up, 3, 4, 5 fish at a time, those size fish. And then there was some big fish came up right there. I was kept looking at the clock going, I got 10 minutes, come on. And I couldn't get them to eat. I threw out 3 or 4 times and couldn't get them to eat. And it was, okay, either go to the weigh-in or don't.
Or stay here and have fun.
Yeah, so I came home.
That's probably the smart move, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, there's no way of telling what's going to happen tomorrow and all that kind of stuff there. So getting your fish in and get them on weight, I know that's an important deal. I know you got your family here with you now, but you got sponsors you want to talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah, Stingray Marina and Restaurant. You can't say enough about them. I can't say enough about them. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And Jorgensen Marine, they got plenty of work to do when I get back. My GPS didn't work when I got here this morning, so I ran totally blind today. And I'll probably run totally blind tomorrow because I don't know how to fix GPSs. And I broke a trolling motor down there, and so
Now we know why you're so excited about that $1,000. You kind of recoup it a little bit here.
trying to pay for breakdown stuff. The belt, I know how much it'll cost, so we're still in the profit mode on that 1,000 right now.
Okay. Plus, you got a best friend that fixes all your stuff for you.
Yeah, I got a good friend who fixes that stuff for me, but Jorgensen Marine, they'll fix up the boat and the broken stuff, and the Lodge at Pipkin Ranch. Come on down, have a good time with us, eat some steaks. Starch Custom Rods, the rods did great today. Fisherman didn't do so great, but the fishing rod did.
The one end was doing good. It was the other end you had a problem with. Now, if I know these guys, and you coming off your big win on Sabine over there in July, if I know these guys, you probably got some anglers willing to help you fix that GPS. Yeah. I mean, just to kind of look at some marks and maybe, they have to page through there and make sure they see everything you got. But they might help you.
I'm smarter than that. Everything gets blanked out right after a tournament.
Ex-police officer. I shouldn't say ex. I guess it's always in your blood, but he's not dumb for sure. Tony, great job. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, you still got $500 coming from me, and you've got just trying to work it, okay? And you got $3,500 for that big red, so you're still fishing for something. Tony Viator, y'all, put your hands together. Great job, brother. We appreciate you. And then we're going to Mr. Jay Andrews, High Torque of Texas Pro. Now that looks like a little bit better bag right there, but you're coming off a 1047 yesterday. You got 3 of them?
Yeah, today was definitely better.
Okay, he said today was definitely better. Come off a 1047. That means it must go 1048 or you owe Tony the $1,000. Here we go, small print. You got to read the small print. 3 fish, 3 alive. 15-15. There, that's what I'm talking about, man. Get out. Hey, you got one in there for big fish? You got one pushing 775? Huh?
Not close.
Okay, get out your 2 best ones. Let's get a good picture. Bo Favre is still holding on to the Brecknell Scales Big Red Challenge. Good for $3,500 this weekend. All right, good job, Jay. Put your hands together. A lot better than yesterday. 5-pound improvement, man. That's awesome. From 1047 to 1515. Hand them right behind the screen. Need a towel? Let me get you locked in there, son. 1515 on 3 of them. Let's see where that moves you up to. That's for today. Look at that right there. Who knows, man? That's 2 days, 25-something pounds right there. What was the biggest difference? They just stay buttoned up? Did some fish bite that wouldn't bite yesterday? Whole new area, whole new game plan. What happened?
I got better bites today. The wind was hard for me. The wind, by the time I got set up doing one thing, about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, the wind changed. And
Now, is this yesterday, you mean? Or today? Oh, today, too?
Oh, yeah, the wind did a 180 where I was. Yep.
Wow.
So I had to reset up, rethink everything, and change it up.
How you liking the water down here? I mean, I know you're used to catching a lot bigger fish and different things, but beautiful emerald green. I love the white sandy beaches and the emerald green water. It's got to be something that, if nothing else, when fishing's tough, it's nice to have beautiful surroundings.
That estuary is beautiful. It's just, it's a beautiful place. And when it's calm, you all got to get out there on the water if you haven't, because it's impressive.
Yeah, and just go right down the coast, and they've got the sea turtle rescue area, and you go around, and they've got the dolphin rescue area. So a lot of stuff for the habitat and for the environment here, too. You really love the commitment that South Padre has towards the environment and towards these creatures that we all love to see and experience, for sure. I know you want to thank your sponsor and maybe some friends watching at home.
High Torque of Texas, for sure, top one. Kistler Rods, they set me up with some really good rods for the year. I love them. I ain't going anywhere else, that's for sure. Kistler, number 1. Mercury Engines, Mayak Boats, Livingston Lures, and R.J. D'Agostino Construction Company.
All right, brother, great job. You got one more day to do it, Jay. Jay Andrews from Lake Conroe. I always put an S on there. Jay Andrew from Conroe, Lake Conroe, Texas. All right, looks like Will Granberry's coming up next. He's got 3 fish. Will's going to need 878 to take the lead. Texas Ranger Whiskey Pro, Mr. Will Granberry from Port O'Connor. Put your hands together, make some noise, y'all. Oh, really? You're just going to show off like that, huh?
Huh?
You're just going to show off like that.
I
He's
couldn't
like,
hear you.
yeah, he's like over here. I gotta push this in the corner because it's so big a fish that's in there. I mean, I wouldn't even get excited over this. You had 1684 yesterday. You need to learn how to get this a little bit more consistent, though. I really want you to work on that. 1681, 3 100s from yesterday. You know, we do put microchips in these fish,
I know.
and we know if it's the same fish you weighed in yesterday. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, you know, they say birds of a feather flock together. Well, so do fish. They swim together, so.
That's really good. And you got, now, do you have anything for Bo yet on that 776? You got a pretty good one.
I do. I have a stud in there I want to get weighed.
But do you want to weigh your, oh, not me.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Get your 2 small ones out and leave the stud in the bag. 1681, 1684 yesterday. That's 3 100s. Man, consistency. That's unreal. And you're definitely on a different bite than the other guys are right now. We'll see if it holds up for 3 days. You got them? Yep. This the one you want to weigh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to go out front and get a little bit better picture. Okay. All right, we got a 776 for Bo. The Brecknell Big Red Challenge, 733. 733, a little bit short. Bo, you're safe right there. Bo's behind the screen back here going, yeah. And I can guarantee you, he never does that. All right, so you want to get this one out for sure.
Yes.
Trade one of those out.
Yep.
There we go, brother. Now let's get one right here. When you get them how you want them, get one right here for me, and then we're going to move out front. Thank you for putting your hands together. That's awesome. Make sure we get one. We got plenty of time. That's right. So that's the guy you want to be bugging this afternoon. Right over here, we're ready for you backstage. And then there's just that one, there's that pesky Mark Robinson sitting over there, son, going to rain on your parade and try to spoil everything.
He did it yesterday, so I'm not expecting much less from him today.
And he's from Victoria, which is practically Port O'Connor.
He is. Him and I know each other, so outside of this. So.
Well, that was a great day for sure. Consistency, again, you told somebody you can have almost 17 pounds a day down here right now this time of year. They're in transition because they're moving into the fall. These fish are kind of just all kind of over the place and screwed up right now. I think anybody would have taken those limits.
Absolutely. Those fish are transitioning right now. And one of the things that I always look for, no matter where I'm fishing, is consistency. If you're on small fish and you catch consistently small fish, well, you know that's what you've got. If you're on big fish and you consistently catch big fish, that's what you got. Yeah. I found these fish pre-fishing and just kept an eye on them, and they've consistently been that caliber of fish all week. And so yesterday's game plan was exactly how today's game plan was and how tomorrow's game plan is going to be.
Now, did you have to go through a lot of fish to get to these? I mean, are you hitting your areas hard, or are there, and I don't give away no secrets, I'm just saying, are you having to catch 5, 6, 7 fish to get to your 3 best, or are you able to kind of lay off of them and you go, I got 16 pounds, I'm going in with that?
Yesterday I caught 3 fish, and that's what I weighed in. Today I caught 3 fish, and that's what I weighed in. You can tell when you see those fish, what size they are. Is that a fish I want to catch, or do I want to let him rest for tomorrow? And I've just, when you get that size that you're looking for, that's when you need to pull the trigger. Otherwise, just let them walk, and that's what I've done.
Wow, that's really smart strategy, and it's really smart of you to let everybody at home know kind of more of what's behind the scenes, what goes through the brain of an angler out there. It's not just throw something out in the water, something bites it, and you get a big check. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this. I know Texas Ranger Whiskey is one of your sponsors, and you probably have other people you want to say hi to.
Yes, sir. Texas Ranger Whiskey. I would also like to just thank friends and family and everybody that's supporting me. Like I said yesterday, I couldn't be here without them.
That's awesome stuff, Will. We'll see you in the morning, buddy. Mr. Laid Back, Will Granberry, sounds pretty confident to me. I don't know about y'all, but he sounds pretty confident. Here we go. Coming up next, like we said, from Victoria, put your hands together for Mr. Mark Robinson. Come on up here, brother. Now, Mark, I know you've been in the gym, and I know Bronson, you have to lift your baby a lot and stuff like that there, but that looked awfully easy for you to carry that bag.
It's very light.
Yesterday was 19 pounds, but you had a really good fish. Is that what you're missing today, just having that real big kicker?
Yeah, I actually had two good kickers on, and I lost both of them at the net, and I don't know.
Isn't that funny how, it's one angler per boat to solo tour, so you don't just got to hook them, you got to get them in the net by yourself too. And sometimes I guess down here you got to fish maybe a little bit lighter line or something, and I'm not trying to tell you nothing, I'm trying to pick your brain, but do you kind of battle, because some places you just swing them in the boat.
Yeah, I set the hook on them. I did everything right, I thought, and they still got off. I couldn't win today. I was heartbroken several times out there.
But you really were using a net, and it was in the process of trying to net them more so than swing them in the boat.
Yeah, I was about to net them. I mean, they were over 7-pounders, so they were good ones.
Wow, so Will, don't count your chickens before they have baby mullet. Anyway, so Mark, great competitor. I know you still got your boat out there. You just didn't put quite enough fuel in it this morning. You got to go get it now, huh?
Yeah, that gas station I went to yesterday, it was at a decline on the boat, and I filled it up, and it didn't seem like I
Put enough money in.
Yeah, I was like, it didn't seem right, but I mean, I still put 60-something gallons in there, and I apparently burned all that.
Oh, wow. And good friend came and got you and called us, said we're bringing him in with his fish. We're going to keep them separated. Is everybody ready? Are they here? Are they gone? Where'd they go? Oh, wow, they're already inside. Never mind. Gary Marino brought you in. I was going to give him another chance to cheer. So it's good to have people out there, cordial competition. They want to beat you, but they want to beat you when you're at your best.
Yep, exactly. We got a great group of guys here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Fish against the best. I got to give it to Will. He's his first year on the series, and he's smoking it pretty good. He's doing a hell of a job.
When he first got on, thank you so much. You can put your hands together for him. Hey, when he first got on, he was like, hey, what do you got, rookie of the year and stuff like that. This sucker's he's looking at a chance to win the national championship. He don't need to worry about no rookie of the year stuff. He's fixing to get it big time. Guy can really fish, but so can you. Allie, Bronson, I know you got folks to thank at home and sponsors.
Yep. I want to thank Waterloo Rods. I want to say hi to Allie and the baby at home, and I wish they could be here with me. They've got stuff to do this weekend, but just want to thank everybody that helps me get here. I want to thank Will for not catching more than 16 pounds tomorrow, and I'm going to have like 23 so I can get back over him.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Tony, you want to bet that 1,000 that Mark will do that tomorrow? You just going to keep the 1,000? You'll bet that 1,000?
No, not at all. maybe 16, 17.
But you talk about the competition that's out here. I wouldn't have it any other way either, dude. You guys are a pleasure. I love issue-free stuff, and you know what? It's just great when guys just come up and they just want to fish, and there's not a bunch of tricks and games and stuff. We're just going to fish and see who wins, and if he can win it tomorrow, I got a feeling the very first person off the platform is going to be you to go slap his back and congratulate him.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely congratulate him. Hopefully I can stay in second, or hopefully maybe pass him up a little bit if I can, but,
Well,
we'll see what we got.
If anybody can do it, it's going to be you for sure. So now we've got 2 fish. 3 fish? I was just waiting to see if you're still listening. Here we go. 1383, 77 100s behind the leader. So you're not there yet. Woo! 77 100s. Man, I love this stuff. I get to talking about the fish, and you guys start opening up and letting rookies like me kind of learn more stuff. And man, I'm telling you something. It's so exciting that I kind of almost forgot to even weigh the fish. I'm just being honest with you. There we go. Put your hands together. Mark Robinson. Well, we got to talking, man. I can't help it. I forgot there was a part 2. And now you've already thanked everybody and said anything. Yep. Closing parts before you leave the stage?
I'll just thank you all, South Padre, for having us. It's a great town, great venue we have here. And thank you, Pat, for having it and always having everything done right. That's what we strive on, Yeah. No issues. Everything's done right, and we got a great group here, and thank you for having us.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. I was waiting for the South Padre and the Pat Malone. Now you can go. No, I'm teasing. I love hearing from these guys and hearing what they're talking about and how they figure things out and how they go through it and all that. Is that still on accumulated? Is that where you? Yeah, there you go. And so, man, what interesting stuff for sure. Hey, folks, that's going to do it for day 2. Now, tomorrow we're going to cut down again. We're going from 167 down to 7 today, and tomorrow will be 6 probably. So, anyway, it's a lot of fun, and there's so much on the line. Let me tell you this. You got $10,000 for first. You got $5,000 for second with a very limited field. Of course, we didn't have 167. We're just teasing. And then we have the Angler of the Year is going to win a brand new Tidewater 22-foot with a 200 Yamaha and a tandem axle trailer from McLean Trailers. And then just for fishing this year, every event on the Elite Redfish Series that you fished, you get a credit for, you get a coupon for. Tomorrow, we're going to put all the coupons in the bait bucket. We're going to shake it up. We're going to have somebody reach in and draw out, and a second Tidewater boat's going just as a way to say thank you for fishing with us this year on the 2022 Angler Appreciation Tour with the Elite Redfish Tournament Series. My name is Pat Malone. It's been great being with you the first 2 days in South Padre Island. Tomorrow is going to be a great conclusion, and I'm telling you, folks, if you haven't seen the kayakers when they hit the stage, you're in for a real treat. We got 60 strong tomorrow as we finish out one series and the one-day shootout on the kayak side with the South Padre Showdown right here, presented by Visit South Padre Island. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until we do it all again tomorrow, I'm Pat Malone signing off and saying we hope we'll see you soon on the water or on the web. Have a great afternoon.